Well, hello again, YouTube. This video, if you've read the title of it, has nothing to do with the model cars. This is going to be a very raw and unedited video, and I don't know how else to say it. Um, I have an issue with T-Mobile, the mobile service. That's what I have my cell phone going through. I guess I have to start at the beginning before I get into the thing. So this is basically going to be a rant. How I feel about T-Mobile and how they like to screw people. So you may actually see me cussing for real. Usually in my videos, if you've seen me doing the little bleeping and all that stuff like that, even though I wasn't really cussing in those videos, this one, like I said, it's going to be raw and uncut. So as soon as I get done making the video, I'm going to post it. If this can help people stay away from T-Mobile, then I'm all for it. I like to see them just lose a whole bunch of customers because I have such a hatred for T-Mobile right now because they screwed me. All right, I'll start back about 5 months ago. I had an issue with my phone. I have a Galaxy S20 Plus, and I ended up breaking it by accident. It was in my pocket when I was at work. I leaned over and it cracked the back side of the phone to where it was, instead of it being straight, it's like when I leaned over something, it went like this, and it broke the back side of it, so it couldn't make no more phone calls, it couldn't make no more text messages, it couldn't receive or send either one. And I did a claim on it. I contacted T-Mobile, told them I couldn't make phone calls or text messages or anything. Basically, the phone was broke. It didn't want to work. I could still touch the face on it, like I can on this one, and the faceplate was fine, but the back of the phone was shattered. Like, let's see, the best way to explain it, it's like if you had a sheet of safety glass on the floor and you took something heavy and you hit it and it shattered and it made it look like a spider web pattern and stuff like that. That's what the back of my phone looked like. Only except it had a bend in it. It was a little bit bent like this in the center of it, like that. But the whole back side of it was shattered. But the front of it, the face of it was still okay. But I couldn't do anything with my phone. I mean, I had Wi-Fi, but I still couldn't make calls or text. So when I did a claim on it, and anybody that has T-Mobile knows that if you're doing a claim on a broken phone, they want you to pay a $99 deductible payment before they'll send you a replacement phone, and then they'll give you everything you need in the box when they send you the replacement phone. They'll either give you a slightly used phone that's still in really good shape, almost like brand new, or they'll give you one that's brand new if they can't find one in stock. Okay, so they sent me the replacement phone, which is the one I have right now. They give it to me, and they tell you that you have 15 days to transfer all your data off your old phone, and then set it to factory settings. Set the old phone back to factory settings. Basically, you got to transfer all your data, your personal contacts, all your personal data, everything off your old phone to your new one. And that took maybe an hour or less to do that. I don't remember the exact time, maybe 30 minutes, something like that. It wasn't very long. It was really easy to do. You just set it up and follow what it says on the instructions. Well, anyway, and then I transferred my SIM card, transferred my memory card over to the replacement phone, and then the replacement phone started working just like I had never lost my phone. Like nothing ever happened. So the old one, after you wipe all your data and everything off the old phone, off your old damaged phone, then you reset it to factory setting. So that way it'll be everything, all your personal information is gone, off the old phone, and you're using your new phone, which is the one I have now. All right, so they give you an envelope. It's prepaid, so you don't have to worry about paying postage or anything like that. It's like a paperboard looking envelope, real stiff, and you just throw your old phone in it, and you seal the envelope, and then you mail it. Okay, I put the phone, after I made sure I verified my phone was working, the new replacement, make sure all my apps were working, make sure everything was downloaded, all my contacts. I verified all that. It took me about 3 hours to do that. I take the old phone, I wipe everything off of it, take everything off of it, and I set it to factory settings, and then I turned the phone off, and then I stuck it in the envelope and I sealed it. All right. The very next day, I take it to the mailbox, and I stick it in the mailbox, and the mailman took it to go, send it away. Now, I live in Kentucky, and these people from that do the claims for T-Mobile is in Pennsylvania. That's a long trip, right? So, the mailman took the thing and it got mailed, and I thought, well, everything should be fine. After about a month, I get I'm looking at my bill and I see this charge on there for $695 or $696. I called T-Mobile and asked them what that's for. They told me that they didn't receive my old phone, and they never received it. That's all they would tell me. They didn't get it. I told them I mailed it. Everything I just said, with the phone, I did the transfer, all that crap, and I put the phone in the envelope and I sent it in and I mailed it. I said, I no longer have that phone. It is sent to y'all. And they said, well, we don't have it, but we're going to do an investigation on it. Okay. So 30 days go by. After that, I still look on the bill and I still see a bill on there. So they're adding my normal payment, and including on top of that the $696 on top of it. So basically, it made my bill somewhere around $903 or $940 something. It's like, I can't pay that. I had to call T-Mobile again. I said, why is this bill this high? I can't pay this. They told me, we ain't received your old phone yet. I told y'all, I sent the phone to you. Y'all are investigating. And said, well, we're still under investigating. We're making sure, see if warehouse found it or anything like that. And it's like, oh, okay. They said, just make your normal payment. And so it had the normal payment on there, including the, and it also had the price of this phone, this one, which was $696, something like that. And they were charging me for that, but I didn't pay that part. They told me not to. They said, just pay your normal payment. My normal payment was like $245. Yeah, T-Mobile's expensive, okay? That's not what I'm ranting about, okay? I'm getting to that part. All right, so after that little talk to them and everything like that, I ignored the extra payment and I just paid my normal payment. Then the following month, I get the next bill. They still have it on the bill, the $696. Okay, and then they tell me, then an automated voice starts calling my number from T-Mobile, trying to transfer me to a agent to talk to, so that I can make a payment. They said I'm past due. I call them again. So I talked to them. I said, I told y'all, I sent the phone in 2 months earlier, and I said, y'all telling me you don't have it. Y'all can't find it. I said, it ain't here. I don't have it. I don't keep a junk phone that don't work. Why would I keep it? I turned it in as a claim so y'all can take this charge off my bill. No, they won't do that. They said they have to have the phone in their hand before they can do that. And it's like, I told you I mailed it in. I don't have it. Okay? So they said, don't worry about the extra charge. Just ignore that. Make your normal payment. Okay. But again, it's like they're not telling me something. They're keeping something from me or something like that. Okay, now we're going on the next month, 30 days after that conversation. I go to use my phone now. Remember, I'm on medications. I got blood pressure and cholesterol medications that I take. Okay, I was trying to call in the pharmacy. I'm trying to call in to refill one of my prescriptions. I dial the number, and for whatever reason, it dials T-Mobile. It doesn't dial my pharmacist. It dials T-Mobile instead. I turn it off and hang up. I dial the pharmacist again, and it goes straight to T-Mobile. It tells me that my bill is past due, my line has been temporarily suspended, that I need to talk to an agent. Like, okay, let me talk to an agent. It took me to get through the automated voice and system and everything like that, and to get through all that crap. It took maybe 20 minutes to get through all that, and menus and things like that, and finally got to talk to somebody live. I talked to him again. I said, why did y'all disconnect my service? I told y'all I don't have the phone. I mailed it to you. Well, we're sorry that you had an interruption. We're still investigating. We'll reactivate your phone immediately, and we'll waive the $20 activation fee. Okay. But I said, I told you, I don't have the phone. I mailed it to you. Okay? And said, well, we're still looking into it. I said, oh, we're sorry for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. But they still act like they're kind of not telling me everything. Okay? I don't know what the deal is. Okay? They're not saying everything or something. Okay? So we hang up. They tell, everything seemed to be fine, except for I was getting a phone call about every other day from T-Mobile's automated system telling me that I needed to make a payment because I was past due. According to the person I was talking to, to just ignore that. So I did. I ignored it. But every 5 days, I get a phone call from T-Mobile's automated service. You need to talk to make a payment. No, I don't. All right, so after about 4 weeks of this, and then as of about 6 days ago, my service was disconnected again. Basically, the first day of this month of November. The days of November 8th. It'd probably be November 9th when I upload this video. But anyway, it was November 1st, and my service was off again. I gave them another phone call. I had a long talk with them. And they said, well, we'll put you in touch. We'll get you in touch with Assurance, which is the insurance that T-Mobile uses. So you can, anytime you have to replace the phone, they go through them. So they put me in touch with Assurance so I could talk to them. I told them after they put me in touch, it was another department, so they transferred me over. My throat's getting dry. Sorry about that. Water. Anyway, I talked to the Assurance agent and told him the situation. I said, when y'all sent me the phone, I'm using the replacement phone now. I told him everything I did. I did the transfer and everything, and I put the old damaged phone in the envelope and I mailed it. She says, well, we got the package, but it didn't have nothing in it. I think that should have been some information that they should have told me the first month that they told me that they didn't get the phone. I think it was really important information they should have told me then, and I could have contacted USPS, United States Postal Service. But they didn't tell me that. They wait until 5 months after the fact to let me know that I needed to talk to the USPS and ask them to do a claim on it, or ask them to look for the phone that fell out of the box. So I wasn't aware of this. It wasn't my fault that after it left here that it fell out somewhere between here and Pennsylvania. So I don't know how I'm supposed to be blamed for that, or why that's supposed to be my fault when it's not. Okay, so T-Mobile makes you feel like it's your fault when it's not your fault. All right, so yeah, I ain't done yet. All right, so after I get through talking to the Assurance person, the other agent that I talked to first from T-Mobile called me back after maybe 20 minutes. They asked me, how did your conversation go with Assurance? I told them, I said, they told me they wanted me to call USPS, but they gave me the wrong number. They gave me one that was for like hearing and impaired, and they wouldn't let me talk to an actual person. And said, well, here, I'll give you the phone number and you can call them. Okay, so I called them. Right after after I hung up from the T-Mobile, I called USPS. They probably got about 50 different menus for you to go through. It's very unuser-friendly interface that they have, going through menu after menu after menu. It cut me off twice during one of the sessions trying to get in touch with somebody live. And finally, it had an option where if I'm using a smartphone, I can text somebody from the USPS, and it'll be almost instant where I can talk to them by chat. If I wanted to wait online for another 35 minutes to talk to somebody live, or I could do a text chat, you know what I mean, text to one of the tech agents or one of the USPS, you know what I mean, the USPS people. All right, so I get in touch with somebody by text. They talk to me. I tell them, I give them the tracking number from the package that got mailed 5 months ago. They should have had my old phone in it. And they said it showed that it got delivered and handed off, and they were very aware that it did not have the contents in it. So they said, they basically told me that anything that gets done like that, they said they keep the products, anything that falls out of a package or anything like that, they keep it for 60 days. After that, they discard it. Okay, so because T-Mobile refused to tell me that they received an empty envelope, so I could have contacted T-Mobile, contacted USPS the first 60 days that this incident happened. I could have talked to them then and probably could have fixed this issue 5 months ago. No, T-Mobile just neglected to tell me this one little detail. So all they told me was, we didn't receive the phone. Then the following month, we didn't get the phone. The next month after that, didn't get the phone. It was the same thing for the last 5 months. If I sound like I'm a little ticked right now, it's because I'm really pissed off right now. That's why I sound that way. So this is a rant. So anyway, I'm still not done, okay? The story gets a little better, okay? After that little situation, USPS, United States Postal Service, is supposed to be conducting their own little search and trying to find the phone. Being that it's been 5 months, it's been past 60 days for at least 2.5 months now, they probably can't find it. They probably already chucked the phone into the trash can or something like that because it was damaged when it fell out. It was already damaged. It was just an insurance claim. I told them that's what it was. I told them it was a Galaxy S20 Plus, and it was damaged on the backside. It don't work. You can't make phone calls or text on it and things like that. And I told them to send the phone back to me if they find it. They said to also go on the website and do another, a report on it, and they'll investigate it further. Well, unfortunately, they haven't given me any notification yet to tell me what they found and what they haven't found yet. They said even if they, even though they'll be looking for it and there's a possibility that they might be able to find it, they said there's also a strong possibility they may never find it. So this color probably could have been fixed 5 months ago if T-Mobile would have let me know that one little detail, that they got an empty envelope instead of one that had the phone in it. So it makes me think that they did that on purpose so they could get more money out of me. Okay, so now the story gets a little bit more deeper, okay? Now, 5 days ago, this was going on 5 days ago, where I talked to USPS. They sent me a message telling me they were very aware that the contents had fell out of the envelope when they delivered the envelope, that it didn't have nothing in it. So the post office knew about it. They knew about it when they delivered it. They delivered an empty envelope. Somewhere between here and there, the phone came out of the envelope. So at this point, they told me too that, they may never find it, because it's been such a long, they only, if they do find something, they usually keep it 60 days and they chuck it, right? So it's been at least 3 months past that. So I don't have any hope that they'll ever find it. It's now 7 days later. I haven't heard anything from the Postal Service in my email or nothing like that, any of that. All right, so I'll call T-Mobile back. Oh, no, I'll go back a little bit. As of yesterday, okay, last time I talked to T-Mobile, they turned my phone back on, and I thought, well, it might go another month like it did for the previous 5 months. No. Yesterday I get up, this was December, what am I saying December for? I'm so messed up right now, I'm not talking straight half the time, okay? November 7th, which was Sunday, I get up, I was starting to have a decent day, I was trying to find stuff that I can download, for soundtracks and stuff, for videos for Ghostbusters, Ecto 1 build for the models and stuff like that. I was trying to download some soundtracks for, doing the video. I happened to look at my phone, and I was going to do something. I was trying to check my voicemail. And it went directly to T-Mobile. And it's like, are you freaking shitting me? Excuse my language. I told you it's gonna be raw, right? I'm really cussing this time, okay? So yeah, they told me. Well, it just sent me directly to an agent. I talked to him. I don't know who she. I can't remember who the person. I can't remember the person's name now. But I told them the situation. They said, "Well, did you talk to the postal service?" I said, "Yeah, I got in touch with them, but they said that anything that falls out of a box or a package or anything, usually the first 60 days is when you have it. If it goes past 60 days, they usually just toss it away." Well, it's been 5 months now, okay? Well, we're sorry, but, you're going to have to pay for it. Well, you're going to have to pay $772 to have your phone turned back on. I was like, I don't have that kind of money, okay? I don't have that money. I barely had $300 in my checking account, okay, until my next payday. They said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll give you a 30% discount and it'll bring it down to $488. I said, I told you I don't have it. I don't have $488. So at this point, I'm kind of getting so mad that I'm starting to shake at this point because they were pissing me off. And, they didn't seem regretful or anything like that. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go talk to my supervisor, see what they say. And then they come back about a minute later. And then they tell me, oh, we can't do that, or we can't lower the price anymore. They said your only option is to pay the $488. I said, I don't have $488. I don't have the money. I just told you that. I don't have it. I said, can y'all let me pay the $488 at, maybe $100 a month or, an extra payment that I can make on my regular payment? No, we can't do that. You have to pay $488. So, me as a customer, I've been with you for almost 9 years as a loyal customer to T-Mobile. I have never missed a payment. I've always made my payments on time. Sometimes I made them early over the last 8 years, going on 9 years. And they treat me like this. They don't give me no leeway for any kind of payment plan or anything like that to let me pay on the $488 or anything like that. They don't give me any leeway at all. And you think being a customer for almost 9 years and never missed a payment, ever since this insurance claim bullshit happened, then they're like treating me like I just started a membership with them. It's like it just started. It's like they treated me as if I had only been with them for a week. They talk to me like that. And I'm sorry, but that's just bullshit. Anybody, it's just, this is how T-Mobile treats their customers that's been with them, that's been loyal to them, even though they're a little pricey and everything. This is how they treat their customers. If you have an insurance claim or something like that and it's not your fault that the thing gets lost in the mail on the way to their warehouse and stuff, then you're responsible to pay for it, even though it's not your fault. Yeah, that's a crock of shit. So, this happened yesterday, right? So it's still fresh in my mind, so I figured, I rant about it now while it's still fresh in my head. So, this is what I want to say. I just did my rant, so I feel a little bit better. I got a lot of that off my chest and everything. So, this is what I want to happen to T-Mobile. I want them to lose a lot of customers because, if they did this crap to me, where they treated me like shit, because even though I've been a customer with them, been loyal to them for 8.5 years and never missed a payment or anything like that, and then this insurance crap happened, and then they, the phone got lost in the mail and they want to charge it on me. Even though I've been a loyal customer to them and everything. They've done this to me. So that means if they're going to do that to me, a long-term customer, then what makes them think, what's to say that they won't do this to anybody? If they do it to a long-term customer, what about somebody that just started signing up with them? What if somebody that just signed up and hadn't been on there for a week? What if somebody's been on there for like 10, 15 years? They'll do the same thing to them. They'll screw them over too. So my point is, If you know anybody that has a Sprint, or, oh yeah, by the way, just in case you don't know, Sprint and T-Mobile joined forces a few years back. About maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they joined forces with each other. I think it was like three or more years ago, T-Mobile bought Sprint. So just in case you don't know, that's what happened to Sprint. Okay, so T-Mobile owns them. So if you're a customer with T-Mobile or Sprint, I would suggest that you try to find another service provider before they screw you over. And to make this, I don't know what else I'm trying to say because I'm still pissed, okay? So if you know a family member or a friend or anybody that you, even a work acquaintance, if this can save other people from getting screwed over by a service provider, go to a different provider. Don't go with Sprint and don't go with T-Mobile. If Sprint's still around, I don't know if they are or not, but T-Mobile bought them out. So if you're thinking about joining up with Sprint or T-Mobile, don't ever join up with them. I want to switch services so damn bad I can't freaking stand it. Because my phone is not paid off yet. See, right now my phone's turned off. I have no data. My data's turned off. It's kind of been suspended right now because until I pay a payment of $742.71 to have my phone activated. Yeah, I think that would make anybody kind of pissed off, wouldn't you think? You never miss a payment. Always making all your payments on time. They just neglect to tell you a problem happened they never told you about. They let 5 months go by before they tell you the problem. And then they charge you for your replacement phone, which is $690 something. And then they charge an activation fee on top of that, which is $742.71. That's mighty white of them, isn't it? It's mighty shitty for the people that you've been loyal to treat you like shit. So if you have T-Mobile or you have Sprint, leave them. Make them lose customers. Make T-Mobile leave T-Mobile, leave Sprint. Let them know that, people ain't going to take this crap from them anymore. I'm not taking it from them anymore. I'm done with them. As soon as I get my phone paid off from them and I can get my phone, I want to keep my phone and I want to go to another service provider. But the only way I can do that is to unlock my phone. I can't unlock my phone until it's paid off. So right now I can't use my phone for anything anyway. It's just a paperweight. My data don't work. I can receive phone calls, but I can't call out. It's mighty shitty of them to do that to me, right? Yeah. So unless I make a $742 payment, I can't have my phone turned back on. So I can still make videos and post them on YouTube and things like that. But I can't make phone calls. I can make an emergency phone call, but I can't call if I want to call my mother or if I want to call the pharmacy or call work or anything like that. I can't make a phone call. It goes directly to T-Mobile after you try to dial a number. So my advice is to anybody out there, before T-Mobile screws you over, leave them. If they could, if you leave T-Mobile, show them that they can't control you. You can leave them, cancel your service with them, if you're able to. Or if you know people that are fixing to sign up with T-Mobile or Sprint, tell them not to do it. Get this video out there to everybody so they know what T-Mobile will do to you. Show them what kind of cockheads they are. To show them how much they shit on their customers. Maybe if this video goes viral, I'm going to share it on Facebook. I'm going to share it on YouTube. I'm not in this on this video. I don't care how many views it gets. I'm not in it for, this is personal. It's very, very personal. It's a rant for T-Mobile because they shit on me. Because I was a loyal customer. I said, I'm not going to be, after I got 4 more payments on this phone and it'll be paid off. And after that happens, I'm going to another provider. I'm done with T-Mobile. They shit on me the last fucking time. I'm done with them. So, I suggest y'all do the same. Share this video with everybody that you think would be helpful, if it'll help anybody. so that T-Mobile can't shit on them. You know, same way with Sprint. Don't join up with Sprint. Let them lose a lot of customers. I hope they lose a 500,000 customers, and let them see that they've done the wrong thing. Just me by myself is not enough. Maybe if a lot of people join in to do the same thing I'm doing, just leave them. They can't stop you. So, I mean, I would try to leave them now, but because my phone is not paid off, if I try to leave them now, they'll add a $300 fee on top of my bill. So I'm kind of stuck right now until I pay my phone off. So when it's paid off, I'm leaving T-Mobile, and they can kiss my ass, and I do this to them because I'm done with them. So, you know, I'm done with T-Mobile. I'm sick of them. You know, I advise anybody, you know, just share this video and everything, you know, pass it on to everybody that you think would be helpful to. And so, the other thing they probably won't tell you, they talk about on TV all the time on how fast their 5G service is. They're lying to you. It's not fast. It's super slow. I have 5G on my phone everywhere I go. I can try to check my email. It takes me 5 minutes to load up an email. And it's on 5G and has 5 bars. You know, how is that supposed to be fast? You can go and I can try to do a Google search on my phone, and when I'm out away from my house, if I'm not on Wi-Fi and I'm at work or something, I'm taking a break, I'll be trying to Google something and it'll take like 10 minutes for it to load up. I get crappy service. It's real slow as if I had Sprint. But because they joined up with Sprint, they're probably using the same antennas they did back when I used to have Sprint years and years ago. That's a whole different ball. That's a whole can of worms. That's a whole different thing. So, but if I can help out as many people as I can to leave Sprint and T-Mobile, I'm all for it. Just pass this video around to as many people as you can, as long as it helps somebody out. I'm happy. You know, I don't care if it gets, you know, too many views, or if it gets a half a thousand or whatever, you know, if it gets thousands of views and stuff like that, as long as it helps somebody out. That's all that matters. So, you know, I guess this is my rant for the day. And I will probably, my next videos will be on the model cars and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm ranting about T-Mobile because they shit on me. Okay? So to keep them from doing that to you, I suggest you leave them. You go to another service provider whenever you have the chance. Once your phone is paid off in full, go look for another provider. I don't care if T-Mobile sees this video or not. They can go screw themselves. You know, I was fixing to say the big F word, okay? But they can go screw themselves. T-Mobile can suck my ass. Alright? So, yeah. There's no bleeping there, is it? That's how much I'm pissed off at them right now. So, I feel a little bit better. But at the same time, you know, they still shit on me. So, yeah, their time's coming one of these fucking days. They're going to get theirs. So, bye. And subscribe if you want to, that kind of thing. You know, but right now, I'm just ranting off. So, you know, do what you want to with the video. If you want to share it with all your friends, family, people you don't know, just share the hell out of it. Get people to see it. And hopefully it'll make a lot of customers leave Sprint and T-Mobile. More or less T-Mobile, because I have a grudge against them now. But T-Mobile can suck my ass, or should I say they can? Yeah, never mind. Okay, if I keep going, I'm going to say something you shouldn't hear. Like I said, this is not for children to listen to. So, yeah. So bye. I had to get that off my chest. It was just bothering me because I've had a hell of a past 2 weeks trying to figure out what the hell was going on with T-Mobile. They've been putting me through shit. You know, that's what they do to your loyal customers. This is what T-Mobile does to their customers. I've been with them for 8.5 years. They treated me like shit. Fuck them. That's the way I see it. Fuck T-Mobile. Leave them. Alright. Talk to y'all later. Next time the video will be, you know, whatever. I'm gonna go before I keep going, okay? Bye.